Okay, so let me rap with y'all for a little minute. If you don't know who I am, you can find me on foursightsoflife.com. You know what I'm saying? If you need anything with dealing with herbs in your body, and we have that honey directly from Ghana, Africa. Okay, so this is not. It's very beneficial to the body, and it's not filled with anything. That's why you saw the advertisement. But then, let me get right into this. I come on here every now and then, and I just want to just rap with y'all. I'm gonna have a few people interview me. You ain't gonna see their faces. They're gonna just sit right here because it's kind of like two chairs. And we're gonna rap and talk, and they're gonna ask me some questions, and I'm gonna answer the questions because some people want to know how to start a business. I have a lot of millenniums behind the scenes and Z's asking me how to start a business, and a few X's, some baby boomers, how to invest. So this happens on a regular basis and whatnot, and I thought I would just, they don't want to be on camera, so I thought I'd just have them come out here and I'll just answer the questions, and we'll just talk and y'all can be part of it, okay? So anyways, I'm in a rural area. Live stream don't really work well for me. If y'all know how I can make that happen, let me know, because I know some people live in rural areas like myself and doing very successful. Now, back to this right here. We're now in a place that everybody want to watch stuff like P. Diddy, and they just riding the wave. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Every now and then I'm gonna cover some topics about P. Diddy and what's going on and whatnot, if it pertains to what's happening, But I want to talk about the deficit that we're in right now. This country that you live in, whether you're conscious or you're not conscious, the country that you live in is $35 trillion in debt. They don't mind kicking the can down the road. So they have rules on how they get this money. They have to get approved because they have like a trifecta going on. They got House of Representatives, and then you have the Senate. So the White House is going to be a Democrat or Republican in that office. And then it's going to be the House of Representatives. Whoever wins, they're going to be red or blue. Then you got the Senate. It's going to be red or blue. Then you got the Speaker of the House. It's going to be red or blue. So whoever's in those positions, it matters. It does, because they decide your fate. Okay? Whether you a 9-to-5er or whether you're on the business side, they decide your fate, and you don't think so. So how you move is very important. Okay? A lot of you don't mind letting your queens work while you sit there and say you don't want to be part of the matrix. You don't want to be part of this system and this drama, and the man got his foot on my neck, but you got your queen being part of the matrix. Make that make sense. Okay? So it needs two, if it's two in the home, to actually understand these Jesuits on the board. Okay? These hyenas that like to move and take advantage of people on the board, and like to take advantage of your household, and try to take advantage of their heart and your spirit. Try to take advantage on how you can just spread love and respect one another. They're not trying to have you be happy nor healthy. So getting back to this $35 trillion debt that we're in, because they decide your fate right now. They really are. And a lot of people are not really paying attention to that. I had somebody ask me, is it really a big deal that they in debt? How does that affect me? I said, well, look, if you're a business owner and you do investments, one more time, if you're a business owner or a 9-to-5er and you do investments, basically, if you're an investor, you most likely gonna do okay. I could pretty much bet 90% you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be fine. It's those individuals that are just working a 9-to-5, paycheck to paycheck, month to month, quarter to quarter, and they have themselves a reserve amount, about maybe a couple $1,000s in their savings account, $5,000 in their savings account. It's them business owners, small or medium, that have themselves a reserve, or about $20 to $100 to $200,000 in their reserve account, and they're living from quarter to quarter, season to season. annual to annual. They're not thinking about a 5 and 10 year plan, because you live in United States of America. That matters. People think that's a joke and that it doesn't matter. So while you're in a $35,000 trillion debt right now, here's what they're most likely going to do. Here's what they have to do. Last person in office went up, I don't know, trillions of dollars, multiple numbers of trillions of dollars in presidency. Current president we got in office did the same thing. So when they come in office, they gonna kick that can down the road about this debt ceiling that they have. They're gonna raise it, and they're gonna give money out to those that actually need it for the economy to keep pushing. Okay, they spends a lot of money annually to Social Security, government assistance, stuff like that. It's high annually, trillions of dollars. Okay, so now they're gonna raise the debt ceiling and give out probably 5 to 10 trillion plus dollars when this election is over with somewhere in November, and then they get in office somewhere the third week of January. When all this takes place, they're gonna give some money out to entities, businesses. Real estate is gonna start booming. If you haven't noticed, while the debt ceiling is $35 trillion and it's going to be raised next year, interest rate is going down. They're coming after businesses that are gouging the people, okay? Us, they're spending money, okay? So while they assist and help these businesses, right, do well, they're gonna help the stock market go higher. Everything that's dealing with investment bonds and mutual funds and CDs and cryptocurrency and real estate, it's gonna start going up. Businesses, they're gonna be doing well, okay? Well, investors is gonna be making money because their return on investment will start increasing, and they'll be able to cash out on some of that, if not cash out completely, or definitely take some returns on their investment. That's gonna be happy. They're gonna be in full-fledged happy season for at least 2 to 3 years, investors, okay? So, but where is it gonna hit home, which is about 80 to 85% of the economy, those individuals that are kind of sheeps. They're hustling and surviving. They survive. They actually going to work and they just struggling and surviving, dealing with everyday life. Life happens. What they gonna do? What they gonna do with y'all is pay attention here. It's gonna be an increase like it always has. It's gonna go higher on while interest rate is getting lower and investments is booming. AI gonna be taking over in 9 to 5 jobs. Ooh, that's gonna hit you. They don't really need you no more. If you notice the port that got shut down, okay, for a moment, letting them know they went on strike because they did not want AI and machines to take their job. They still gonna do it. They're just gonna pull back for the moment. But they see the new generation, the writings on the wall with millenniums and Zs and alphas. They're not gonna wanna be doing this same old, the jig is up. They wanna get out of debt with this trillions of dollars that they putting themselves in debt. They wanna pay back people that they owe money to, that they borrow to raise the debt ceiling. They just don't print money, okay? Need you to understand that, okay? But while the interest rates is going lower in real estate, and interest rates is going lower across the board, and no more gouging with loans and personal loans and whatnot, so it makes it easier for you to qualify for a vehicle, qualify for a personal loan, qualify for a business loan, qualify for credit, qualify for what is it called, home loans, qualify. When it's gonna be easy for you to qualify, guess what else? They're gonna have to get that money back from somewhere when they raise the debt ceiling, and they like to get the money back from the people. That's the first place they try to get the money back from. They can't really hit their mark, which they don't every 4 years. They don't hit their mark with paying it back. That's why the debt ceilings keep getting higher and higher and higher. But it's not gonna stop them from trying to collect from you and I. So Each president got plans. But make no mistake, they're going to try, part of their plan is to make sure that they nibble at your pocket to get the money back with taxes, to get the money back from gas that you spend on a regular basis, weekly, every 2 weeks. Get your money back from when you're being a consumer, buying products, and you're paying for services. You're paying taxes there. When you're paying city, state, county taxes, federal taxes, they're getting it back there. When you go on the medical, all you individuals that are not taking care of your body, and now you're going to see the doctor on a regular basis, they gonna raise the money with the what is it called? Because it ain't free right now. Your medication and your medical is not universal, so they gonna raise it there and they gonna sneak back right there. But most of all, that food, the gallon of milk is gonna probably be 25 to 50 to $1 more. They gonna go up about 20%. So when you like going to something like Jack in the Box, and the actual meal might be something like, because you on your way home from work, you don't want to eat her food, or you don't want to eat the food in your refrigerator, or you just tired, you don't want to do nothing because you know you got to get up in the morning. You go to McDonald's, you go to Jack in the Box, you go to these fast food joints, you go to restaurants and Black Angus, all these different spots for something that might cost you something that usually costs you $8 to $11. Now it's running you for that same meal. They just creep up a little bit, about $14 to $16. They nibble like right there. When you go get the same, just try one time. Go to the store. I know some of y'all have done it. Comment down there below. You went to the grocery store and you spent the same thing that you spent 2 weeks ago. And 2 weeks ago, you might have spent $80, 88 some change, $88 some change, and you bought the exact same thing. Might have bought a little less. But then when you went 2 weeks, your actual grocery list is pretty much the exact same. But for some reason, your bill is an extra $40. Not 88. Now it's 128. That's how they gonna get you. Your gas, they gonna go up an extra $1.50. They really going per gallon. When you use like $1.50, when I say that, going up an extra $1.50, I'm talking about they go up that much when if you're spending $5, $10, $20, you spend an extra $2, $3. But they get you with change. They're gonna go up an extra 20 cents, 30 cents. You ain't gonna think it's a big deal, but it adds up, because you know why? Here's the deal. Most of y'all, little 9 to 5 or small, if you're under that $150,000 a year, or even $200,000 a year, I know it's high, I'm talking about small businesses, and then I'm talking about individuals that make that average $43,000 a year. But if you're in that bracket right there, most of y'all live above your means. So when stuff increases on a month-to-month basis, and you get paid twice a month or 4 times a month, it hurts your pocket. It hurts your bottom line if your bills go up an extra $400 a month. You didn't account for that. When you went down and sat for that interview and got that job, you've been working here for 3-4 years. Some of y'all been working for 9-10 years. Some of y'all been working for 15-20 years at the same job. You didn't account for your bills to going up an extra $400, $500, $600. That's gonna hurt a lot of people. So I want to help you understand, when they actually start doing it, preparing yourself right now, when they start pushing this debt raising cylinder and making you feel good, passing out money here, giving people the incentives to do this, start a business, get a house, money for this, and giving tax credit back for your tax return for your kids. When they start doing all that, write-offs and whatnot, because we're going to talk about that next week, talking about offset, and being a business, because individuals that be talking on these social medias, they act like they know what they're talking about. Charlemagne. You know, they don't really know what they're talking about. How you gonna work a 9 to 5 job every day, but you want to give out business advice and tell people what they should and should not doing? But anybody that's going to work every single day, 5 days a week, and doing overtime, they should not be giving nobody advice about business. Being a business, to being your own boss, is complex and not complex. It's a lot of layers with that. You just got to know what you're doing. And it comes from experience and education. And you ain't going to get that your whole life just doing a 9 to 5 and trying to give out somebody advice. It's getting dark. I'm going to have to head in. But I wanted to make sure I help you understand. Be prepared for the debt ceiling to be raised. Give me a moment. It won't pass by. I want you to get prepared. When they start giving out these incentives, you should, I'm telling you should think about getting involved in some type of investment. If y'all think crypto is a joke, why is that Bitcoin has crossed over? They talked among the big boys. They talked about on the Dow Jones, the stock exchange. They talk about them on a regular basis. Every day they talk about Bitcoin. That's a cryptocurrency. That is the #1 big dog. Individuals that's in that space, because it's early adoption, they understand what that means. You don't have to mess with no Bitcoin. You can get involved with stocks. You can get involved with real estate. You need to do some type of form of investments to prepare yourself for the rainy days, because it's coming. The next 3-4 years, whoever is in office, it's going to be ups and downs. Certain sectors is going to get money. I'm going to be in that sector, okay? And certain sectors is going to be drowning. You have to be in the right place, right time, educating yourself now so you won't get swallowed up by the crowd. Swallowed up by the Jesuits, swallowed up by the system that they have plans for you, okay? Since I'm losing light, better get on up out of here. Because you know what they doing? They playing chess with you. Not checkers. Urban Screen. Peace.
Is the most beautiful species on the face of the planet Earth. There ain't nothing on earth better than a black woman.
Now from the beginning, yeah, God gave you to me, but I took you for granted.